Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. Let's burn a little bit of sage real quick. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This is my safe space where we can discuss all things spiritual warfare. So, yesterday I was recording and I stopped my video because it was coming into an hour and I wanted to pull some cards and was gonna make a separate video, and the day turned into a day as days do. But Jacob's therapist came over and we've expanded therapy into family therapy. That way him and Bella can discuss things that go on and I can discuss things, and it's just an open session. Sorry, Bella, or I called the cat Bella. Willow. What was I gonna say? Okay, so therapy. Therapy is something that I 100% support because people need an outlet, right? I always thought therapy wasn't for me because before I got on my spiritual path, I was on like the brain. I have an obsession with wanting to know why things are the way they are, why people tick the way they tick, why they do the way they do. So this whole lifetime studied people. I studied my friends, I studied my family, I observed rooms, I people watched. Then I went into studying the brain and different ways the brain works and why the brain does things it does, and then the emotions, and then it's this whole path. So I was like, the whole purpose here is to heal yourself. So I would journal. I would just do my shadow work. So I was like, I don't need therapy because, like, I'm actively healing, right? But then, sitting with Jacob and starting these sessions, and then I end up, talking to her. And you know what I found with this? Resonance. An intellectual equal. Someone I can talk about the healing process, who understands the healing process. I have an intellectual equal that is an outlet that I can actually resonate. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. I don't get too much of that in my life. I get a lot of people who don't understand, or they just don't go as deep as I go. And so my depths really scare them. And the ones that do go, there's layers and there's layers and there's layers to it. But, yeah. That's why the people that I follow and I connect with because of a resonance. That's why when you watch these videos on YouTube and you come across a guide, a teacher, a seer, a reader, I have a rainbow on my forehead. We say, take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Because there's no right and there's no wrong. So I wanted to pull some cards because the veil is very, very thin. We're in the 10th month. Samhain. The ancestors are walking. The veil is thin. It's really cold. High 80s last week. It was 33 this morning. That number is just significantly, synchronistically hitting. Right now it's 44. It's cold. But I said to my mom yesterday, I said that full moon with this October energy, with this veil being so thin, it's so cold because all the spirits are walking. She's like, yeah, I know. So let's tap in and see what messages can come through or want to come through. I'm gonna burn a little more sage, and I'm just gonna say a little message. Angels, ancestors, to the Most High, Mother and Father, allow the messages that need to come through. As my bestie on Lightwork says, may it be none of me and all of you. I'm gonna step aside, allow spirit to come through. Now, I have pre-shuffle, I had opened up to a few. I got prosperity lies ahead over here with my Moonology deck. And I opened up to the star, up at the bottom of the deck, on the Light Seers Oracle. And these were just sitting like this, and I was letting the energy settle. This deck, it's not my deck. Seasons of the Witch, but I thought it would be nice and appropriate for the time we are in now, being that the veil is very, very, very thin. According to the Gregorian calendar, we are in the month of October. It's fall. It's getting cold. And the things that go bump in the night are bumping in the night. So oh, this one just was bat. Invoke the cat's bumping in the day. Prince. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Let me get this cat and then we're going to read this. Go into this. The cats. The cats are fighting. They won't leave each other alone right now. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. I want to read from the book. Many people believe bats to be blind, but they see using their ears to attune to vibrations and sense things. Your intuition can see beyond your eyesight, picking up on things the rational mind can sometimes miss. There has been a wonderful moment in the world to deepen intuition. Intuition isn't just about saying, "My spirit guides told me." It's about genuinely trusting that inner voice to guide you in the dark. You need space to go to the dark places so that you can put your inner knowing to the test. Doing your work is not about staying away from dark thoughts or bad feelings. It's about knowing how to pull yourself out of the darkness when you get there. It's about being able to walk through the dark without losing your light. You are being guided to tap into the hidden realms of your subconscious when Bat comes flying into your reading. It's time to peek into the dark caves and spaces. It's time for you to dig into your spirituality, facing the good, the bad, and the ugly. Bat advises you to stop trying and start allowing. Allow your intuition to guide you. Allow yourself to feel energy moving through you and your surroundings. Feel for the vibrations you come into contact with and let that be your guide. Genuinely doing spiritual work isn't always glamorous. Sometimes it requires you to get deep and ugly, but above all, it requires you to be honest. Honesty means going into the dark rooms where you have tried to hide. Okay, we've been talking about this a lot on this channel, right? You have to go into those dark spaces. I know a person, this person is a shusher. They don't want to talk about nothing. They've created a world for themselves, that this is their reality, and everything in the past they don't want into their current reality, right? This person has a whole life with children who don't know anything about who they are. They don't really know them, right? And the anxiety is building. And there's a lot of symptoms and disorders that this person claims to have, like premenopause and whatnot. But really, it's the things into the shadow, the things into self that need to be felt, that need to be brought to the surface, that need to be healed in order to go any deeper. Because you come to a place where you hit a wall. And if you don't, it's like you're boarding a plane to a new life, but you can't take that baggage with you. But you can't just like store the baggage in the undercarriage. Like, you have to like actually open up the suitcase and go inside and see what's in there. And you know, this doesn't fit. I need to stop carrying this. I bought this when this happened, but I don't need this anymore. This can get donated. Like, you have to go through it, you know. So I feel this is coming up. Let's get deeper into the message. Let's pull another. Hi, Willow. Willow baby. Willow baby. Willow has separation anxiety. She was abandoned, and then my sister took her, and then she was abandoned, and now I've taken her, and she doesn't leave my side because she doesn't want to get left again. So like, I can't even take a bath without her at the door and her little paw. Meow. Meow. When I go out in the yard with the kids or the dog, she sits on the back porch. Meow. Meow. Hi, baby. Do we have any more messages from that deck, or are we going to go to another deck? Whoa. Not at all. I'm hearing bottom. Rooted. And may you never fear or tear. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. Let's read the book. I just want to say I actually really enjoy doing this. Speaking my truth, teaching the wisdom that I've come to this life to know. And it's like, my wisdom may not be your wisdom. Take what resonates. If I'm not for you, I'm not for you. But to just have this safe, open space to just be is beautiful. It's a beautiful space. So those of you that are with me, that do tune in, that are guided to resonate, right? Because it's all resonance. I'm grateful for you. I love you. Like, thank you. Because we're walking this path, you know. It really is you. And only you. Co-creating, right? We hallucinate our conscious reality. Everything is a projection. It gets really deep. But in that, to have resonance, to have mirror souls walking this path, carrying the light, integrating the shadow. I don't know. I guess I'm just saying, like, I love this stuff. So, we are often told to start with building intuition, which is undoubtedly true. Never underestimate the power of working with the spirit. You need to learn to ground the spiritual information into your physical life. To be flighty is to connect to spirit, but to be rooted is to become a channel for spirit. You become a vessel that allows the divine intelligence to spread its wisdom here on earth. A more familiar word is manifestation. So we got a whole lot of people out here manifesting with no connection. It's all material gain. Do you know what happens when you're not connected to the Most High and grounded? You are making contracts with trickster energies. The devil is a lie. There are Gen spirits everywhere. Spirit is everywhere. And they're not all of the Most High. Now, God created it all, right? Even created devil energy. This is the duality of it all. But if you are not connected to your intuition, like the bat, gone into what's hidden, because it is the people that are afraid of what's hidden that end up getting controlled by what's hidden. You're running from you, a shadow version of you that needs to be integrated. You have to feel it to heal it, right? But you have to make friends with it to understand it, to understand the mind and the why. And have compassion. Okay, that was for somebody. You are being asked to dig in deeper. Maintaining deep roots is how you pull yourself from the darkness. It's easy to get grounded or to do your spiritual practice when things are going well. It's an entirely different ballgame when you feel defeated and broken. But the darkest parts of your journey are when you need to be rooted most. I can attest to that. I found God in the darkness. I found God in the darkness. The real gift of spiritual commitment is found when you feel like your back is against a wall. Don't give up when times are hard. Instead, find nourishment below the surface. Find your connection to your true self, your ancestors, your guides, your trust, and your instincts. Your situation is not hard so you can give up. It is a call to surrender to your practice. Do your practice, all is coming, like we say in Ashtanga Yoga. This message is amplified if you have also pulled ancestors, crystals, and herbs. No, we didn't pull those, but the message is heard. Message is heard. Rooted. So yeah, like everything you speak is creation. So manifestation is happening daily. You're manifesting your sickness. You're manifesting your anxiety. You're manifesting your problems. You're manifesting the people in your life that you're complaining about. All of it. All of it. Because you're constantly staying in that thought process, in that speech pattern. You are to keep gossiping, complaining, talking about these things manifest more of these things. That's why they say, don't say I'm sick, say I'm healing. Don't say I'm broke, say I'm creating. Say, like you always hold space for receiving to come in. But you have to know, you have to be able to discern from what's yours and what's not yours, so you can manifest for the highest good of all your most favorable timeline. Right? So to do that, you have to know thyself. To know yourself is to know the dark and the light and to go into all of it. Let the bats out the closet. Face the demons. Integrate the shadow. Clear away all that is not you. Meditate. Pray. Fast, journal, get a therapist, write it down, let everything come up. Because when you clear out this lifetime, then you get access to the other lifetimes. And you realize that there's patterns within these lifetimes. There's contracts. There's people in your world right now that you don't understand why you just don't like them. Well, this in this another life, when you get to that, you understand, oh, we did all this. We did all this way. And you did this and I did this. Yeah. It's deeper than just right now. So if you can't even get past right now, you got a whole lot to unlock. But don't be fearful of that stuff, because that is where the connection comes in. God's got you. If you got God, God's got you. Your soul is eternal. This body, this portal, this vessel, this lifetime. It's a contract. You're playing this out to clear this shit up. Right? You're playing this shit out to clear this shit up. And everything you're afraid of, you will die afraid and come back and do it again. That's scarier than just facing it now. Because it's what you came here for. Right? I'm not saying you have to give up all things earthly, but at some point you will. You will because you'll want to. And that's when it flows. And that's when it all gets unlocked and comes in. Because you're not attached to anything. There's no attachment. It's the attachments that block the blessings. You are limitless. The prison, the cage, the limitations is the illusion. No, I'm not saying jump off a fucking building because you want your wings to spread and you're gonna fly. You're still in the matrix. We're still in density. You're still in a dense body. But when you free your mind, the rest will follow. When you free your mind, it does. Okay? This world is limitless. There's not one way to do it. Waking up at a specific alarm clock time, clocking into a life, checking in, dedicating this many hours towards someone else's agenda, that's not life. We don't have to do it that way. You are a creator, and there is a spark within you of a way to live that is waiting to be ignited. But you gotta go through all those dark places and integrate. Alright, kids needed markers. So yeah. Get rooted in your spiritual practice. Your spiritual practice is just connecting to your soul. That's it. Acknowledge the soul that exists and get to know it and connect to it. Because you are not just a body. That's it. It's very, very, very simple. Acknowledge your soul and get to know it. That's where you start. It's really simple. Rooted. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. Get to know your soul. All right. These inspirational message cards I got from my mom's room. I'm going to just pull and see what inspirational messages come through. Why are some of these two-sided? No, they're not. Anyways. Be open to receive. If you don't feel worthy of receiving, you're not going to receive. Got a lot of people out here praying for things, manifesting things, wishing for things, but really don't believe it's possible. That's a whole lot of wasted energy. It's a whole lot of wasted energy, and you wonder why you have anxiety. All that fucking energy needs to go somewhere. You have to be open. How do you get open? You get rooted, you get connected, you get clear. Go into the dark spaces. Bring the light into the dark. Integration. Boy, these cats are on one today. Accept yourself just as you are. Accept yourself. She looks like the lady on Jurassic Park. Accept yourself just as you are. And one more. There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. No matter what you've done. No matter how bad you think or society thinks, or no matter how dark the thoughts that run through your mind are. We live in polarity. There is an opposite. It exists within you, but you have to face that darkness. That is your soul. It comes from somewhere. And you don't know until you go into the root. Some of us are coming to understand that we've been tortured. Lifetimes of torture. Lifetimes of abuse. We've had lifetimes of being the abuser. Hurting people leaves the same scar on your soul that being hurt does. Our souls have been scarred. But we are equipped for the healing. We're equipped for the healing. Follow your path. You don't have to know the whole path. You don't have to see the whole path. You just have to take the first steps. And you take the first steps. Right here, right now, what's coming up? What is right in front of you? Tackle that. Take the first step. What fell on the floor? And share your gifts. Share your gifts. Some of y'all got stories. Stories you don't even want to tell nobody, but what you don't realize is those stories is healing for you and it's healing for someone else. Because we all got stories. It's about resonance. And when you find that resonance, you have that safe space for integration. Come on, cards. Wow. I don't know if I feel like pulling for tarot. Let's see if there's any messages from the Moonology deck. Decks be all mixed up. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm learning how to not say sorry for just everything. That's a people-pleasing thing. That's a trauma response. To just automatically say sorry. We're not in a rush. And if you are, you can pause and come back. Show the world the real you. Show the world the real you, all of you, the dark, the light, the good, the bad. Be authentically you, because nobody is perfect. We're all here, Freudian slips like mofo. We're all here healing something. And the more we heal, the more we understand and understand and overstand how similar it all is. Because it is all one. Oh, there's an eagle out there, guys. That's beautiful. Thank you. That is something to be grateful for. Beautiful blessing. And the answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. I hope this resonates. I feel like this message is for someone. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. Like, when you're watching tarot, oracle, things like this, maybe one message is for you. Maybe one sentence is for you. Maybe one word is for you. Maybe the whole thing's for you. Maybe it's not for you. This energy is collective energy. And what I'm tapping into right now is for whatever energy resonates, whoever resonates. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, right? And that comes back to the rooted. You balance spirituality and practicality. You are a soul in a body. You have an earth life. You're here to navigate this earth life, but to find your soul, to know your soul, to integrate your soul, to acknowledge your soul, to trust your soul. Ooh, that's it right there. I'm hitting on something. To trust your soul. If you don't trust yourself, you're just a scared vessel walking through a world afraid of life. That's an inner child wound. The only thing to fear is fear itself. False evidence appearing real. You're a soul who came here to heal. Everything you're afraid of is an illusion. So when you separate from those fears and integrate them and balance your spirituality and your practicality, co-create with the Most High, that is you. Reality is limitless, and you start to realize that you came here for a reason. So like, you gotta feel it, you gotta heal it, and then you gotta do it, because it is in the pain, it is in the trauma, it is in all the things that happen to you, that the healed version of you can make the difference to where this doesn't happen anymore. We break the cycle. You don't break the cycle by creating a fake life where nothing happened and nothing existed, because all those things hiding in the closets are going to start to smell really bad as they're deteriorating, and that odor lingers, and it shows up in your physical worlds. You can't run from the spiritual world. So as soon as you stop being afraid of it and accept that it is you, and stop being afraid of yourself, then you can do the damn thing that you came here to do. Show the world the real you again. Wow. Okay, this is good. This is good. I remember sometime last year, the end of a tough cycle approaches. It was sometime last year. My sister was so irritated with me. She said, Candace and Mom and all their fake witchcraft. It's not even witchcraft. It's just spirituality. I can't help it if your muggle mind is a muggle mind. But doesn't have to be. Alright, I want to pull one card from the Diary of a Spiritual Black Sheep. feels appropriate. Haven't used this deck in a minute, so let's give it a shuffle. Pushing 40 minutes again. Do I have any messages for a black sheep out there? You know, we different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Be patient and trust that everything is coming together. It may seem that you are working in vain because you have yet to see the fruits of your labor. However, it's important to continue to nurture the seeds you planted. Don't worry about what others think about your circumstances. Just know that everything is coming together in divine timing. You will see an overflow harvest in due season. Yeah, you gotta like really turn off what everything looks like, because what you're living now is the residual of what is the past, and what you're living now creates the future. So it's all about your present mind right now. Whatever is falling away, you've got to let fall away, because if it's falling away, it needs to fall away, and don't be attached to it. And if it's a painful process, trust that you are equipped to handle the process, because you've been through worse. You've been through worse and you know it. That's the stuff you don't talk about. You know you've been through worse. Okay? Chop wood and carry water, guys. Chop wood and carry water. Like, have trust, have faith, carry that mustard seed. Do what you need to do right now in your present moment and keep pushing forward. Have pure thoughts. Align your heart and your intentions. And just know thyself, okay? Know thyself. I can't stress this enough. Fuck what they're all saying, fuck what they're all doing, fuck what they're gossiping about. Yo, if you knew the truth, like, I talk a little bit on this channel about what I'm going through, but I don't even bring the half of it, okay? I don't even bring the half of it. There is nothing outside of you that can fulfill you long term. There is nothing outside of you that can fulfill you long term. There is a brand new opportunity available to you right now, and you are ready to embrace it. Do not allow momentary pleasures, people, or thoughts to sabotage this opportunity. Clear your mental space. Avoid overthinking. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Avoid overthinking of the missed opportunities and embrace this one. Okay? Embrace what is right in front of you. If you say that's nothing, if you say there's nothing, okay, well then there's nothing. There's nothing in front of you that is good, and then there is nothing in that because you believe that. Okay? Because you believe that. Yo, there's a blessing and a butterfly. Spirit is always speaking. Your soul is intelligent. Get to know yourself. Get to know yourself, because you're beautiful. 44 on my timer. I'm going to leave it at that. I love you. God loves you. Love wins. You got this. Have a blessed and beautiful reality. Okay. Y'all, I just ended this, but this fell out of this. This is the Declare and Decree deck. So this, you write it on a piece of paper and you burn it. All fear of judgment by others is cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. This fell out. So I'm putting this with this message. If you want to do a little bit of alchemy, if you've never done this before, try this. Write this down, screenshot that, write it down, burn it. And it's just a little magical way to materialize what's unseen, bring it to the scene, because you're putting it on paper, you're acknowledging it, and then you're burning it, you're releasing it. Okay? All fear of judgment by others is cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. I'm going to do this one with y'all. I'm going to do this one too as soon as I end this video. But I'm going to go for real now. I love you. Have a blessed and beautiful reality. Love wins.